he's querying something or other. I don't think he's querying the fact that he hit it. I think he's asking the square leg umpire, did he catch it?
But after a moment's thought, Gus Logie's honesty prevailed. In attempting to make the catch, the ball had touched the ground, and umpire Len King reversed his earlier decision, allowing Waugh to continue his innings. Several balls later, Waugh may have wished he'd taken his early mark after this delivery from Marshall.
That's a rip-snorting bouncer there from Malcolm Marshall.
Still plenty of energy left in the body. Really bends his back. One of very few bouncers he's bowled throughout this innings. But that is about the perfect line. He's lucky to keep the head intact.
Ian Healy didn't last long as Marshall got into his stride.
That patters it. He's out. Yes, he's gone this time, no doubt at all. Healy getting a big, thick edge onto the bat, caught by Roby at short leg, so Marshall strikes again.
No doubt about that. No doubt about Logie catching it. Another wicket down for Australia. They're 355 now compared with the West Indies 224. 6 wickets down.
If it was conventional wisdom that the SCG is a spinner's wicket, then Marshall disproved that with brute speed, grabbing Taylor and then Holmes, both for a duck.
LBW. Yes. Taylor doesn't know yet, but he's been given out. It's very well bowled by Marshall. Taylor was going for the leg byes.
Didn't appear to be much doubt about that. It beat him neck and crop. He seemed to be back and across and look on replay. Where did it pitch? Pitched and straightened up. But did they hit the bat or the pad?
Just unusual dismissal. Another wicket for Marshall. Well, he's really slipping into it there. 5 wickets for Marshall. 5 for 27 he has at the moment. 7th time he's taken 5 wickets in an innings against Australia. But bear in mind the Australians have a lead of 130 here. Marshall's performance here will buoy up the West Indians.
Good delivery, sheer pace through Trevor Holmes. Bad luck, clean bowled. At full points to Malcolm Marshall. He's always going to threaten here this afternoon. He's been fired up, he's been right on line, he's been immaculate with control. It's been a wonderful performance. Holmes clean bowled for a duck. 8 for 357.
Hughes joined Waugh and the pair salvaged some last-minute runs from the innings.
And Hughes has clobbered that for 4. Down through square leg, he hit it from the middle of the bat. And that's 4 more. So Harper being punished here. Banged it through the covers. Very short ball outside the off stump.
Fairness might have decreed that Logie had earned one after his earlier honesty, but his reward wasn't to come today.
And poor Roger Harper has had absolutely no luck at all. The safest catcher close to the wicket, Gus Logie, puts down a regulation catch.
Went straight to him, but it did fly off the bat and pad fairly quickly.
After a gallant 12, Walsh got Hughes.
Oh, and he's got him caught behind. Yes, well, that looked to me as if it was going to hit the stump. Somehow he managed to get an edge on it. It missed the off stump, went through to the keeper, and Dujon made no mistake with that one. So Dujon, 190 dismissals. He has now passed Derek Murray and becomes the West Indies leading wicket taker as a wicket keeper.
Alderman made his mark, smashing fellow fast bowler Courtney Walsh to the boundary.
Straight down the ground for 4. A full toss. No one at mid-on, and he has smashed it for a straight boundary. 9 for 396.
Just moments before the close of play, with the Australians having broken the 400 barrier, Waugh lost his last partner.
Close. Oh, and did that hit the stumps? He's given him out. Now, I suppose the ball hit the stumps there, but it'd be very interesting to see whether or not that ball, the bails were actually dislodged by the ball.
Certainly the ball has hit the stumps, and that dislodged the bail.
Did wonderfully well to get up to the point where they are 177 runs ahead of the West Indies. Some fine performances there today. David Boone's 149 was a class knock. Border 75 took a long time, but tactically the Australians were very good today. Steve Waugh unbeaten on 55, played a blinder, I thought, just the right sort of innings in that situation. The others, well, they all fell to Malcolm Marshall. At 401, when you look at that score from 191.5 overs, and then have a look at this figure for Malcolm Marshall in the West Indian bowling figures, it is quite sensational. 31 overs, 16 maidens, 5 for 29. He didn't bowl yesterday between midday and 5 p.m. Those are magnificent bowling figures, and the whole thing's a bit mysterious. Ambrose 1 for 78, again bowled well today, and Walsh I thought bowled very well. I thought he was under bowled yesterday, and the same applied today. 2 for 45 and 1 wicket to spin. Harper none for 89, Hooper none for 72, and Richards 1 for 78. So the Australians have a lead of 177, very valuable, and it's no good if you're batting third, as the West Indians are on this occasion, to be that far behind on a pitch where the ball is turning. Border, who took 7 in the first innings, Peter Taylor and Trevor Hohns will be just looking at the situation tonight and rubbing their spinning fingers together. But, gee, welcome to the highlights. 3 very interesting days so far, starting off with the West Indians making 224 after they won the toss and decided to bat first. At the top of the order, 3 fine players, Greenwich, Haynes and Richardson, doing the job, 56, 75 and 28 respectively, and then the rest fell away against Alan Border's 7 for 46. In reply, Australia, a terrific performance from them. 401 they made, a very, very good tactical innings. Boone 149, he's a good gutsy character, great fighter. Border, never in form, but still made 75, and Steve Waugh, just at the right time, came in with 55. The last man, Alderman, run out, so that the West Indians didn't, in fact, have to bat yesterday evening. The bowling figures for the West Indies, Marshall was absolutely outstanding. 31 overs, 16 maidens, 5 for 29, 1 for 78 to Ambrose, and just 1 wicket between the 3 spinners, Harper, Hooper, and Richards. Now, 177 is the lead for the Australians. It's very important that they show tremendous patience out there on this 4th day. The pitch is like a block of concrete. There's no cracks or anything like that, but the ball will turn. It won't turn very much more on this 4th day than it did on the 3rd when the West Indies were bowling on it.